My evaluation approach. My evaluation approach is learning-centered. My evaluation strategies promote learning rather than performance. Learning entails primarily intellectual and personal changes that students undergo as they develop new understandings and reasoning abilities. To me, grading becomes not a means to rank but a way to communicate with students about their learning process. I emphasize formative feedback over summative, and I help my students develop metacognition skills so that they can constantly reflect on their own learning process. Formative evaluation. I conceive evaluation mainly as formative, and I provide feedback all throughout the course. I firmly believe that students learn by doing and even failing. So, I create a learning environment where students encounter safe yet challenging conditions in which they can try, fail, receive feedback, and try again without facing a summative evaluation. Metacognition. My ultimate goal is to help my students develop strong metacognition skills so that they can think about their own learning process and use the standards of the discipline to recognize shortcomings and correct their reasoning as they go. Metacognition is the ability to be aware of one's own learning processes. It means being able to recognize whether one is learning and how to improve one's learning. I always ask my students to think about metacognition as their inner coach. Their awareness and knowledge of how they learn and how they will control their learning process. For this purpose, I provide my students with both general strategies and discipline-specific tools to be able to control and monitor their own progress. Students have different learning styles. They are generally in different positions of Perry's model of cognitive development, and they usually have different perceptions of knowledge. Thus, I design different evaluation tools and I combine various assessment types in all my courses. For example, I resort to classroom tests, papers, projects, oral presentations, portfolio,